Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Veronica, aka Littlemisskinxpert. In today's video, we are just getting ready. So without further ado, let's get started. Well, good morning guys. It's Tuesday. So I just wanted to hop on really fast to get ready. So just going to share with you a couple things that I'm been using lately for my skin and underneath my foundation and things like that. So for my skin these days, I've actually been using the Paula's Choice BHA liquid, and I've been using that a lot more frequently, more so than the Skin Perfecting AHA gel. And the reason for that is because I've been suffering from a lot of redness and inflammation in my skin. And what I like about the Skin Perfecting BHA liquid is it actually helps tone down a lot of redness. It does help control oil, it does unclog pores, but it also controls my redness. So it is BHA is typically derived from an aspirin, and so aspirin is an anti-inflammatory. It has anti-inflammatory properties, so that makes sense. There's also, I believe, like some other anti-inflammatory ingredients. Let me take a look. Green tea is an anti-inflammatory, and for whatever reason, I couldn't tell you the science behind that as to why it works for my skin, but it does. Another favorite of mine this month has been the Paula's Choice Antioxidant Pore Purifier. I really love this. So I have been using this like for a week now, and I have noticed a huge change in my skin. And what I've really noticed is the texture looks smoother. And so like, I have tons of skincare. You know, I'm an esthetician, so I do carry a lot of skincare products. I use a lot of skincare products to try out to see what works. I'm really into formula. I'm into packaging. So this guy right here, I love it. It's like a gel-like consistency. So it looks like that. And it's very lightweight. For those of you who are concerned with that, you don't have to worry. It absorbs into the skin like that. So I love that. And I also love the fact that it just helps also with the inflammation in my skin. What I have noticed is my skin does look a lot brighter. So that has actually, I believe, licorice in there. And it doesn't have unfortunately, I threw away the box, and the tube doesn't have the list of ingredients on the back, which is... but whatever. Anyways, that's one of my favorites this month. I always forget to use this bad boy, and I love how this looks underneath the foundation. So this is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is by Charlotte Tilbury, and what I love about it is that it is a wand kind of applicator, and I'm going to actually just apply it in these areas that I like to highlight the most in, which is up here, is the fact that it gives my skin an illumination. So it doesn't look so flat. It looks a little bit more dimensional and glowy, and I like that. And for the springtime, we're going to want that. And so I'm just going to go ahead and rub this into, just put my hair up so you guys can see this a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Charlotte Tilbury's Light Wonder Foundation. I actually like this better than her other one, the Something Magic. This one I got a sample of, and then I ended up buying it. It's a little bit too light for me, but what I do to kind of help correct that is I go in with my bronzer, so it's not a big deal. But what I like about it is skin-like. And I like how you can build the coverage of this. I love the packaging that is a squeeze tube, so you're not like, so you're more able to, complete using the entire, bottle versus like a pump, there's still residual amounts of product in there. This guy, I love the idea of a squeeze tube. So I'm just going to go ahead and rub that in. Now, if you were to ask me what my top 5 are, well, we'll get to that someday. Now that we're going into summertime, dewy skin is going to be coming back with a bang. I mean, in the wintertime it was, but it was like more of like a glow, where this is like dewiness. So today I'm going to use the Becca Cosmetics Under Eye Brightening Corrector. It looks like this. They do make one for deeper skin tones as well. I'm going to only focus it in this area right here to help brighten this area a bit. I'm not going to drag it too much, but I am going to just kind of go along the bridge of my nose and bring it upward to help brighten that area as well. So as you can tell, it has brightened this area quite a bit, and it's not like sticky. I love this product, as if you guys can't tell. And I am using my Nancy concealer brush. I like it because it is a three-dimensional kind of brush, and it just really just helps to blend and not tug. And I just do like the fact that, like, because it's a synthetic, the product doesn't get all lost in the fibers, so that's good too. We have booked our tickets to go to California, and we'll be there for a couple of weeks, so that we are excited to go on our family vacay and spend some time out there in our old stomping ground. So yes, I am a local Californian. I'm gonna go ahead and set the foundation and concealer and under eye corrector down with the Laura Mercier translucent loose powder, and I'm just gonna kind of just dust it in these areas. I'm not really like looking to cover too much. Hi baby. He's got school today, so we're trying to just get ready, huh? Gotta leave soon. Snack? You just had breakfast. This guy has been eating. I swear he's going through a growth spurt. Go ahead and contour with the Bahama Mama bronzer by TheBalm. This is like my favorite bronzer. Top 3 for sure. And I like it because it's not too warm, as you can tell. So it does a really great job in the contour process. Now sometimes I don't mind like a warmer bronzer, but you know, when you're contouring, you want it to be a little bit more of a cool toned shade. I'm just kind of just trying to elongate my face. So basically when you contour, you just really want it to be, you don't want to curve it, you just want to kind of go downward. And then like what I like to do is go along the jawline. You know, you will want to blend that pretty well because it does look funny when you're out and about. I love this brush. Again, this is the Jeffree Star Morphe JS3 brush. I think it's sold out like everywhere right now. So I'm glad I got it when I did, because I went ahead and I set my face with the e.l.f. Cosmetics Makeup Mist and Set Spray. I like that one. It's $6. There's no fragrance in it. There's a little bit of antioxidants in there. So that's the reason. So I'm going to also use the Wet n Wild's Megaglo highlighting powder. And this is the shade Bloom Time. I've been playing with their highlighters. And this has like a pinkish hue to it. But when you apply it on, look at that. Now keep in mind my skin is a little damp, so it is going to give it a little bit more of that metallic-y, like wet look, which I like. And I'm just going to go ahead and just, with my beauty sponge, just smush it into the skin like that. So I don't want it to look powdery, I want it to look more skin-like. So I've been recently playing with the Milani Baked powder blushes. I picked 2 shades up. One of them is Luminoso and the other one is this one called Berry Amore. So I'm reading here on their website, the process that they do is they bake these blushes in like some kind of like stone, and that actually is why these are a lot more pigmented, because it's a slow process. So that's an interesting technique on how to make blushes. And so I've just been kind of just playing with them. I've noticed that the payoff in pigment is really nice. I barely put anything on there, and a lot seems to come off, so that's, or apply to the skin. So I really like that about this blush. I'm gonna just keep my face pretty simple today, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette, and this is the shade called Pukey. And I'm going to go ahead and just run this across the area of the crease as my transition shade. I just kind of want a nice warm look today. Fresh and warm, I guess. And I'm just going back and forth. So what this does is this actually helps when you do that movement. It actually helps to blend the eyeshadow into the eye socket a lot better and softens the shadow out. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just build this color up a bit. Since I already have my makeup on, I'm gonna go ahead and just add it to the lower lash line as well. To just kind of soften it up, I think I'm gonna use this shade right here. I believe this is Silk Cream. And then I think for the shimmer shade, I'm going to use this shade right here. This is called Firework. So it's not really like a bronzy shade, but it's got bronze in there, and then it's got a little bit of pink in there. So I like that. This will give it like a nice soft look today and fresh. I just wanted something very wearable today, just something fresh. I'm just going in with my finger and then just kind of pushing it into the eyelid. And then just going back in with the shade Pukey. I'm just gonna go ahead and just soften and blend in the shimmer to the mattes. So it's looking like that. And then what I did was I added the NYX Retractable Eyeliner in the shade Gypsy Blue. So it's right in my waterline. And then I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This is the shade Pool Party. You would think I'd have all these eyeshadow names memorized in this palette because I use it so much, but I just don't. And I'm just gonna kind of help smudge this along the lower lash line. I've been recently using this Maybelline Total Temptation brow pencil, brow definer, and I really like it. And I love the fact that it's got a diamond tip. And I'm using the shade Soft Brown, so it's like almost not too warm looking. So I'm actually just going to show you guys in comparison to the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer that I also love. So here's the brown shade for that, and then here is the L'Oreal. They're very, very similar. The brunette shade that I use is a lot deeper. So guys, I have been growing out my brows, and surprisingly, they look fuller than they ever have in like a while. I think the last time I've ever seen my brows actually look like they had hair was maybe my wedding day. I actually think like a fuller brow is very complimentary, and I see that it's coming back. So, when I was trimming my brows like crazy, I was kind of into that whole Instagram brow look, and now I'm like, no. And then what I've been doing is just taking my own spoolie, because that spoolie on there is too small, and just kind of combing through the brows just to make them a little bit bushier and fluffier, and then taking the Gimme Brow product by Benefit This is a tinted brow gel. And just combing them upwards. And I have a couple of like white hair strands, so I like this because it does help cover that a little bit. They're like blondish. At least I'm telling myself that. Like that. And then I'll go in and I'll just, you know, fix it using concealer. So I just took the concealer and I've already just kind of corrected by just going along here. Having a synthetic brush like this is really helpful for this technique. It works well, I think. And that just cleans up the brow area. All right, so for my inner corner today, I'm gonna use this shade right here. See how light this is. Just want it to be fresh. Like that. All right, so for mascara today, of course, I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup Kush mascara. So right now they're having a friends and family deal where if you spend $35, you get 25% off. That is amazing. I highly, highly recommend this mascara. A couple of other things that I own by Milk is their lip vinyls. Those are awesome. It's like a very opaque lip gloss, which I really like. So then you're like not having to layer. It's like one step, you're done if you want that glossy lip pouty look. I've applied some lip gloss. What I used today was the Persona Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Honey, and I used the Urban Decay's Naked 2 lip liner because I thought they paired well together. And that's it, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's Get Ready With Me. Let me know in the comments below, what is your ride or die product that you cannot skip when you get ready? The absolute, at least one product. One. That's a tough one, huh? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!